One of the hardest things in life is to compare yourself with other people. We often find ourselves thinking, why is that person so successful, but I am not? We don't stop to think that their journey and our journey are completely different. Remember, if a fish spends its life trying to fly like a bird, it will always think it is a failure, even though it has the power to swim across the entire sea. Today, because of social media, this habit of comparing ourselves to others has gotten much worse. We see someone else's success and feel like our own life is lacking. We start to forget our own unique skills. This way of thinking can slowly lead a person to sadness and a feeling of hopelessness. This is why today's story is for anyone who has ever felt that they could never be as good as someone else. Listen closely, as every word of this story is meant to change the way you see yourself. Once upon a time, in a small village next to a large, beautiful forest, lived a young man named Alex. He was kind and worked very hard, but he had one habit that always made him feel unhappy. He had a habit of always measuring himself against others. When he saw his friend Ben getting the highest marks in their class, Alex would think, I wish I was as intelligent as he is. His neighbor Sam came from a wealthy family. Alex would often think, I wish I had that much money. Even when he saw someone running faster than him, he would think, why can't I be that fast? These thoughts made Alex feel more and more sad. He lost his ability to focus on his work. He didn't find joy in anything he did. He was always thinking, I will never be like them. One day, a wise old man came to visit the village. Everyone in the village called him Mr. David. He was known for giving great advice, and everyone enjoyed listening to him. Alex went to him and said, Sir, I try my best and I work hard, but whenever I see someone else succeed, I feel terrible. It makes me feel like I can never be as good as them. Mr. David smiled kindly and said, Meet me tomorrow morning by the great oak tree at the edge of the forest. I believe you will find your answers there. The next morning, Alex went to the tree. Mr. David was already there waiting for him. He said, Take a good look around you, my boy. What do you see? Alex looked around and replied, Mr. David, I see many different kinds of trees. Some are very tall, some are shorter, some are covered in fruit, and some have no fruit at all. Mr. David smiled and said, Exactly. Now, imagine if this maple tree compared itself to that oak tree and said, Why am I not as big and strong? Or if the oak tree said, I wish I had colorful leaves like the maple tree. How would that sound? Alex laughed and said, That would be very silly, sir. Then Mr. David asked, And tell me, how does this forest make you feel with all its differences? Alex answered, It feels calm and very beautiful. Everything seems to be in its right place. Mr. David said, This is just like life. Every tree in this forest has its own purpose and its own beauty. In the same way, every person has their own unique strengths. The maple tree has beautiful leaves. The oak tree is strong and provides shade. They are not the same, but both are valuable. Then, Mr. David walked with Alex to a nearby pond. In the clear water, many fish were swimming, and high above them, a bird was soaring through the sky. Mr. David said, Now, what if that fish looked up and said, I wish I could fly like that bird? Would that make any sense? Alex replied, Of course not. A fish is built to swim, and a bird is built to fly. Mr. David smiled and said in a gentle voice, Then why do you wish to be like someone else? You have your own journey. You have wonderful qualities inside you too. Perhaps you just haven't discovered them yet. Your task is to find your own strengths and build your life upon them. After listening to Mr. David's words, Alex felt a shift deep inside him. He finally understood that every person is unique, and comparing himself to others would only lead to more unhappiness. From that day on, Alex stopped measuring his life against anyone else's. He began to focus on his own skills and his own journey. Bit by bit, his confidence returned. Life started to feel bright and full of possibility again. A few years later, through his own hard work, Alex started a successful business of his own. He became a role model for everyone in the village. Whenever someone would ask him, What is the secret to your success? He would smile and share the lesson he learned. Never compare yourself to others. If a fish tries to fly, it will always feel like a failure. But if it focuses on its ability to swim, it can master the entire ocean. Remember, The sun and the moon do not shine together in the sky, yet each one is beautiful and important in its own time. Find your own purpose. Follow your own path. That is where you will find true success. If you found this story helpful, please like it and share it with someone who needs to hear it. We will see you again in the next story.